Good afternoon, everyone. Well, thank you for coming to our weigh-in this afternoon. We are Wild West Bass. This is the Apex Pro Tour, event number 4. Event number 4, which started off 2 days ago. We fished El Capitan for 2 days. Had great catches over there with tough conditions. Cream of the crop comes to the top. We have our top 10 qualified to fish on day 3, and we will crown a champion this afternoon. Anglers qualify for the first 2 days 2 ways on the Apex Tour. They can qualify by weight, which is normal in bass tournaments, and we also do a hybrid system. They can qualify on keeper count. Keeper count. You can follow along on Tourney X program. That is available to you. Anybody can sign up for that and see how your anglers are doing. The only problem we have with that sometimes is cell phone service. And the lakes we fished the last 2 days are about as limited as it gets for cell phone coverage. So, we don't know who's going to win the event. The good thing they qualify to get here, it doesn't matter if you finish 1st or 10th the first 2 days. You come back on day 3, you start at 0. Everybody's tied for first place. Angler with the heaviest weight today will be crowned the champion here. We are at Lake San Vicente. We fish this on our team circuit here in Southern California. It usually kicks out some high weights. We are here in June. We've come from 2 extremely great tournaments on the Columbia River and Trinity Lake, where fish catch phenomenal. We get guys catching 75 to over 100 fish a day, keepers in measuring. Didn't have that this week. We knew that. The lakes they fish are a lot smaller than they're used to fishing here in Southern California, but cream comes to the top. These guys catch them anywhere they go. These lakes are extremely pressured. The lake we're on today has a lot of boat traffic. Has body contact is allowed here, so we got a lot of ski and wakeboard boats on the water, making it tougher on top of the clear water conditions, and it is summer here. We're approaching 90 degrees today. This is event number 4. We normally would crown a Angler of the Year. Right now we've got 2 or 3 anglers vying for that. We had a suspended event, our very first event back in January at Lake Mojave. We will have the continuation of that event, and that'll be tomorrow in Pyramid Lake. Our top 10 didn't get to fish the last day because of water conditions, so they're qualified for that event, and they'll be fishing that tomorrow. We'll crown a champion after that event. We'll know who our Angler of the Year is on the Apex Pro Tour. But today, we couldn't be here without our sponsors and our great anglers. A few people I want to thank presenting this event. Again, this is Lake Mojave Apex Cup. It will be tomorrow. This event is sponsored by Dish Network and Accell Marketing, bringing this event to you. Also, Bridgeford Outdoors, Bass Cat Boats, Mercury Marine, Super Clean, Lithium Pros, P-Line, Wood Brothers Flooring, Torch Eyewear, Will Tungsten, Bob's Machine Shop, Dish Network, Accell Marketing, Duo Realis, Valley Outdoors, A1 Tactical, AccuCool, Roman Made, Signature Gate Systems, Ben Green Insurance, Power Pole, Garmin, Price Sims Auto Group, last but not least, Fisherman's Warehouse, sponsoring our release boats that we have. We have 4 of those now at Wild West Bass. Very proud of that fact. Again, the anglers that qualified to be here, 2 things you need to know. Once the lake is announced, there's no practice. They show up and go fishing. We have a meeting typically on Thursday night, tournaments Friday, Saturday, top 10 on Sunday. Again, no practice, no information. These anglers are received, so it makes a little difference. They can also use no landing nets. Typically, we use a 14-inch size limit for our Tourney X program and our weights during the day. We changed that because it'd be a little tough today, 12 inches, to give you anglers a little better chance to bring us some fish up here in case it was tough, and it was. I heard, but we'll find out in just a minute. Michael Bray will be measuring today, live or dead. They bring us a live fish or dead fish that's 0.25. If they're late to check in, which no anglers were, they're penalized on the Apex Tour. They lose their catch for the day. So very simple as that. We play hot seat. First man that weighs is going to take the lead. He's going to sit in that chair when we get down to the last 10th angler. We'll crown a champion. He'll hold the cup up, and we'll be done with event number 4. Got a good crowd for the weigh-in. Thank you for coming out. Michael, you ready to weigh some fish? Let's get some anglers up here. Who are we going to bring up first to the scale? Mr. Nick Wood? Bring up Nick today. Nick had a great week, qualified to be here, and most of it took 22 keepers to make it to qualify today. Nick, grab a couple. Let's get a picture here, man. Show everybody at home before we. I bet Nick's got me 5 fish in the bag today. Used to fish in Lake Shasta. He won our first event at Lake Shasta on the Pro-Am Series. These anglers qualified through the Pro-Am Series to fish the Apex Cup. Got me 5 today, Nick.
Yeah, I got 5. It was tough for me. I couldn't really get anything going all day. I was just struggling to get bit, and
it was. Wait real quick while we got these fish good and alive. We got 5. They're all alive, Nick. Small limit gonna go 669. 669. Continue. Took the lead though. How about that?
Yeah, that's why I went first.
Tell us about your day here. A lot different than what you faced the first 2 days.
Yeah, it was real clear. I started out this morning, and I lost a couple fish. I don't know. They felt like they were solid fish, but it was on a drop shot, so a real light action rod. So a 2-pounder could feel like a 4-pounder. So, but other than that, I'm super excited to be able to be in the top 10. I just obviously wish I would have had a better day. I couldn't get on anything that was producing any size. So it is what it is. So I'm happy to be here, and I'll have the next one. But I do want to thank my sponsors, Cal Custom. They're a boat dealership down in or up in Reading. They sell pretty much anything that you would need as far as boats, Ranger, Vexus, Yamaha dealership. They 4-wheelers, side-by-sides, trailers, any of that stuff they have. So if you're up there and you're looking for a new boat, check them out. Ranger boat, I'm running a new 520R. I've said it multiple times. Anyone wants to take a look at it, go for a ride, check it out. Hit me up and we can take a look at it. I also want to thank Frenzy Baits. Greg, I threw all week long. I threw a Frenzy nail. It's a stand-up head. It works great. I like to throw Fatty Z's. It's bait made by Z-Man, and it produces a lot of fish for me. So Black Bear Diner, I also want to thank them. They are a big support for me. I'm sure I'm missing somebody else, but most importantly, I like to thank my wife. She's my biggest support, so, and my kids. So I'll hit the road tonight, and I will see you guys at the next one.
Nick Wood, everybody. Let's grab a seat, though. You did take the lead, man. Let's see how long you can keep that up with 669, I believe. Thomas Conomoto. Thomas, great young angler here. Again, like I said, works in the industry here with P-Line. Thomas will be fishing tomorrow as well in that event. I bet Thomas has got 5 today. Tough, you get 5 here. I'll assure you this lake was pounded yesterday by the local anglers. They had a tournament out here yesterday. San Diego Bass Series, thank you. Those guys are fishing where we just spent 2 days, so they had probably tough today bite. But Thomas, how many keepers today?
I probably caught 13 or 14 keepers a day, I think.
Let's get you a weight real quick, man. We'll see what you got. Need 669 to take the lead. We got 5 and 1. Got a new leader. How about 888, 888? 888. Tell us about your 2 days qualifying to be here, my friend.
Oh, man. Well, I did about the same thing here as I did at El Cap, just fishing some deep fish. Here, fished about 20, 25 feet. I started in the morning, tried to throw some topwater, and I got my 2 smallest fish on topwater this morning. 2 12-inchers, barely made it, 0.9 pounders. Stopped throwing topwater about 10 o'clock after I caught about 4 on that. Went out deep, fished deep brush in about 20, 25 feet. Got a limit on that, about 1.5 pounders. Then I stuck a giant. I stuck one over 7 and on a swim bait, and it came up, and it bit, and then when it got close to the boat, it just took off straight under the boat, and I could not stop it using spinning gear, 8-pound test. It just peeled right under the boat, stuck in a tree, snapped the line. 5 minutes later, it's jumping around out there trying to spit my swim bait. It was a giant, but I had a great time. After that, I mean, I was using 7-8-pound test P-line, and at that point I was like, you know what, I'm not going to let that happen again. I tightened the drag down. As soon as I'd hook one on a drop shot, I would just force them to the top of the water and reel them in. But yeah, I had an awesome time. Got to thank sponsors, P-Line, like I said, I didn't have any worries. 7-pound test, Spinex fluorocarbon leader. When I'd hook one, I just buried them. I didn't let them shake or anything. And then Beckman nets. Got to thank First Gen Fishing, Price Sims Auto Group. If you guys are looking for a car, truck, or even luxury vehicle, they're big supporters of Apex and also myself. And got to say hi to the family back at home, and we'll see how this plays out. But I had a great weekend here.
Well, I had great day, success the first 2 days. Man, tell us about P-Line a little bit. You got in the net business, you got a new line of lures as well?
Yeah. So P-Line, guys, been working there for almost 10 years. We make everything from fluorocarbon, hybrid line like copolymer coated with fluorocarbon, braided lines. If you guys are out there, you can find FluoroClear almost anywhere. It's an awesome line to get started with. If you guys are looking to start fishing, that line is fantastic. You cast it a mile, doesn't get memory on spinning gear. But I'm out here using P-Line Spinex braid. It's our new braided line. It's actually multicolored. It's blue and orange. You could see it really, really well on the surface, and it's really smooth. So you can make long casts with really light gear. And I have the Spinex fluorocarbon leader to top that off, 7-pound test. And like I said, I had no worries with that. I mean, the one big one, you can't do anything about something like that. But every other fish, I just cranked them right in. So yeah, Beckman nets, they're fantastic nets. We can't use nets here, but if you guys are in the market for a net, go check out Beckman. They're quality nets. First Gen Fishing is a new brand that just started up, and let me tell you, it's gonna grow big time. And if you guys are looking for some really unique, innovative products, check out First Gen Fishing. The website's live now, but we have some awesome baits.
I'm just grab the hot seat over here, my friend. We'll see if you can hold on to that a little while with 888 and the new leader. Austin, Bonjour coming to scales. Austin had a great week so far. Grab a couple, Austin. Let's get a picture. Good and alive. Great job taking care of your fish. Like I said, if they bring them to us dead, it's a .25 penalty, which really hurts you on a tough fishery like this. Great young man fishing well. Got a baby on the way this week, maybe. Don't know.
Hopefully she stays in there a couple more weeks.
I heard that, man. I hope that for you. Get your fishing out there. You got me 5 today?
Yeah, I got 5 little ones, but
let's get a weight here, man, before we talk a little bit. We need 88 to take the lead. 8 pounds even. 8 pounds even. Good job on hand those off there. But tell us about your week, man. 3 good days, and you got another day tomorrow to go fish.
yeah, I'm excited for tomorrow for that makeup day for Mojave. It's been a while and since we were down in the desert, so I'm excited to get that over with. Never been to Pyramid, never been to El Cap, never been to San Vicente, or actually everywhere we've been this year I've never been. So it's a really unique schedule. If you guys are interested in fishing Apex, you got to show up, fish the Pro-Ams, try to qualify. It's a very unique hybrid format like Randy was mentioning earlier, and it's a lot of fun. And I caught them at El Cap in 1 to 3 foot of water, fishing shallow grass, and then today I caught them on a drop shot, just low and slow, and broke off a lot. I'm pretty good at tying my Palomar knot that I've been tying my whole life. Today I probably broke off like 26 times at least, if not more than that. But I just want to thank everybody that supports me in Wild West Bass Trail and my lovely wife at home. I'll see you on Tuesday.
Austin Bonjour, everybody. Great job, sir. Congratulations on that new baby. It took about 30 pounds to take the lead on the weight side coming into the day. Like I said, 22 keepers roughly is what it took. We had a tiebreaker. Tony Franceschi lost that on 11th place. Next angler up, Mr. Christian Ostrander. Christian is fishing good this year, already won an event with us. One of the great young anglers you'll hear about in the future. Guides a little bit, does a little bit of everything. Christian, tough day out there today, sir?
Yeah, I was only able to get 4.
Let me get your weight real quick so we can get them back. 4 all good and alive, no penalty. Gonna be a little short. 692. I know it's tough if you didn't get a limit.
Yeah, you know what? I started this morning. This lake's super clear, and I YouTubed a lot of videos and stuff about this place. Everyone fishing deep, so I went out deep and man, I just breaking off a ton of fish. I was using 6-pound line, and I put on 8-pound. I caught like 3 little buddies. I didn't catch a fish for probably about 5-6 hours, nothing, and then I I threw a top water for the last couple hours, and I stuck my good one about 3 1/4. So that was cool. Tons of boats out on the lake. Crazy how clear the water is. Yeah. So other than that, I'd like to thank my buddy Nate Smith with eXp Realty, Steve Reese with Accell Freight and Warehousing, my buddy Terry Odom with Village Supply, my buddy Berlotti, and also Richard down at CNC Marine. I've been riding a Skeeter for the last 5 months, and if anyone wants a test drive, I got a brand new FXR 21. So other than that, I'm super exhausted, probably 5 hours every night asleep. So, and I'm driving home.
A little bit different than our trip up to the Columbia River, man. This man here was catching over 100 keepers a day. So
yeah,
and that also a long way from here, man. We go from border to border, north and south. You guys travel a lot, so
yeah, absolutely. And if you guys are interested in getting into Apex, like Austin said, fish the pro-ams. This really tests your skills. You know, we're not out there practicing all week. Got them dialed in. You know, you're throwing on a body of water, and you got to figure them out right then and there. So that's as tough as it gets. So, yes, sir.
Christian Ostrander, great job this week, Christian. Way to hang in there.
All right, let's bring up David Swainside.
We got David Swainside coming up. David, our lone angler from Oregon, in the cut field today.
Get out of the seat.
He's going to run you off there, man. David had a good week. We made it on the keeper side as well. And David is with Duo Realis. Also, Roman made instrumental in helping them design baits, fishing rods in a little bit. Great angler here. Been fishing under the weather here lately, man. Hopefully he's getting back up, feeling like normal. But I bet he's got 5, David. Let's get you a weight here, my friend, and you can tell us about your week. I'm going to take the lead, but 8:17, David. Grab that microphone, my friend, and tell us a little bit about your 3 days. A little bit tougher than the first 2 for you.
Well, I've got so much to talk about, so how much time do we have?
Plenty of time. Let's
Oh, I just want to mess with Joey. Hey, I had a great time this week. I really did. This lake is interesting. I'm going to put it like that. It's interesting. I was watching people go in a circle, and I thought, God, they should stay off that rat poison, man. They're just going in a circle, and pretty soon you see this vortex of water, and boats are going to the center, and so I kind of got out of that as best I could, and then I had to go back out there in the mid-lake and find some fish. I caught, I think, 12 keepers today, and I broke off 3 fish. This is one of those lakes that you need the big fish, so cameraman caught me one day, one time this morning where I broke off a fish, and hopefully that won't get on film because there was some, it needs to be G-rated. Anyways, listen, you guys, tune in to Apex. There's a couple different ways to do that. You can go on the Wild West website, Facebook. You can watch the Apex Pro Tour with Pursuit if you have DirecTV and all that, or you can stream it through outdooraction.com. There's several shows on there. There's going to be a whole nother series of shows. Silverline, they're the film crew. They do a great job. I want to thank Randy and Jeremy for this event and the events prior. This has been a great experience. I'm very lucky to be competing against these gentlemen. I'm serious. These guys are really good, and they do make you they make you fish. So I wish I could have done better, but it's just the way it is. It's just the way it is.
Tell us a little bit about one of your sponsors and ours, Lithium Pros. I saw guys have battery problems the last 2 tournaments, and especially in the Columbia.
Yeah, unfortunately, even this week, I was hooked up to a spider box, and I shouldn't have hooked up to it because I saw that it looked like it got ran over, and that probably was a good indicator not to plug in there. I did, and there was no juice, and I was in a rush, and I left. So I was on my batteries for 2.5 days, and they worked really well. I have one starting battery that has over 518 reserve capacity minutes, so that's like twice the industry top standard. So Lithium Pros have been around for a long time. They are the pro anglers battery. So many different circuits, Bassmaster, FLW, MLF. Those anglers there are using the Lithium Pros. So I do recommend you look into them. They have a couple different price points, so now they can fit guys' budgets. But an awesome battery, and they did it and done it a long time ago. So there's no experimenting with that battery. It's already proven. I probably should get off this deal. Or do you guys want me to talk a little bit longer? Anyways, these guys are great. Tune into these guys. You're going to see some weights, I'm sure.
David Swainside. David, great job this week, my friend. 3 of our anglers today out of these 10 are fishing tomorrow. So they'll be tired after fishing 4 or 5 days. Grab a couple. Mr. Hayden Lee coming to the scales. Hayden fishing for Bass Cat Mercury this week from Boatmasters. Also with Hooked. I want to thank Becky and Jay for driving all the way down here. Nobody supports their anglers like that. How many we got today?
Got 4 alive.
4. Good and alive. Let's get a weight, Hayden. I'm going to go 588, sir. 588. Let me hand those off. Grab that microphone, Hayden, right there, and tell us about your 3 days, man. Extremely tough today for you.
Yeah, I made the right decisions and had the bites. I just couldn't get them in the boat. I started in the morning with a frog, Spro Terminator frog. Right off the bat, had 2 between 3 and 4 pounds, just crazy blow-ups. They ate it good. I thought they ate it good. I stuck them hard, and they just came off, and I don't know. It was weird. The one was bad, too, because I thought I had it until I got to the boat, and it was just a big ball of grass. So that was tough, and then I went drop shotting the rest of the day, and still it sucked. I'd be really happy to never come back to LA or San Diego. So, yeah, I'd like to thank my sponsors, Bass Cat, Mercury, Jay, and Becky with Hooked. Especially they're here from Angel or wherever you live. Ione. It's like an 11-hour drive probably for them.
A long way.
Yeah, a long way. And they're here to support us and support their business. They have an online business at hookedforlife.com.
And they drove to Columbia to come see you.
Yeah, and they
too.
drove to Columbia too. That was even
That's a
further.
little longer than 11 hours.
So, yeah, that's it.
Tough fight today. Hayden Lee,
Yes,
man, your
sir.
day's coming, my friend. You hang in there. Great angler.
All right, let's bring up Matt and Adu.
And you hanging on pretty good with that 88 triple eights. Mr. Matthew Nadeau had a great week, my friend. He qualified for the finals here. I know you're excited about that. Matthew, grab a couple, Matthew. Let's get you a picture, sir. Great week. Good young angler here. Brings his family to all the events. Always glad to see. There we go. Got 2 there. There you go. Got bigger signs than we do on the other trailer. Always good to see his family here. This young man over here in the front, both of these can catch fish with the best of them too. Before we do takeoff, they usually got a keeper in the boat. We got 5 today, Matthew.
Yeah, we got 5.
All alive. Man, not gonna. Man, you living good over there, man. How about 780? 780.
I'll take it.
That is close. Tell me about your week, man. You made the cut. You didn't know how you were gonna do.
You know, it's been an amazing week. It's been an amazing year. I've cashed 4 checks: Mojave, Trinity, Columbia, El Cap, and San V. So this has just been an amazing deal. And then plus the Spartan 580 on the other 2 pools. I just can't. Words don't describe how much I love this sport of bass fishing. And this is the elite level guys fishing the Apex Tour. Let's build this deal. Let's qualify. Sponsors looking. Come on, let's bring it, because these are the best fishermen in the West Coast and some of the best in the United States of America. So like I said, man, I just love this sport. So this morning, my son, before we even took off, he's out there catching 2-pounders off the dock. I think his biggest fish was bigger than mine in the first 10 minutes before we even blasted off. So I guess I should have stayed and fished the docks and watched him catch them and caught him right next side of him. But I ran all the way up, I think north into the back of the river. Excuse me. And I was throwing a Spro popping frog. And first little pocket I threw in, bam, hooked one, got her up, had her halfway to the boat, she came off. And then the cameraman, I think he got 2 other good blow-ups on film. He might have not have got the actual blow-ups, but I had 2, probably one about 5 and another 3 that came completely out after the frog and just missed it. So opportunities were there. I caught all my fish today on a 2.8 Kitech. Just paralleling weed lines, fishing all the boat mud line weed lines and mud lines. So the mud line was key to get bit. So the muddier the mud line was, the better they were biting. The water was clear underneath the mud line, which was was the deal. So it's just been an amazing week. This weightless Senko, Popar, Rico, frog bites, Kitech. They'll eat anything out here. You just got to put it in front of them. So water temp is upper 70s here and mid 70s to upper 70s at El Cap. I just swimming water. Pretty good fishing water, but definitely some swimming water. It's a beautiful place. We camped out all week. Thank you for my family support, my wife. It's been fun. Like I said, I love the Apex. Can't wait till next year. Can't wait for the team championship, Pro-Am championship. Everything that Wild West has to offer. So we'll be sticking around for the long haul and keep on making these top 10 cuts. Thank you very much.
Matthew, how you doing, everybody? Great job, my friend.
Also, I want to thank Jay at Hook too. Because he travels and he has a killer tackle shop at Ione. You guys check it out. He's got the best prices, the best deals. Also, Kevin Johnson with Next Gen batteries. He's saved me out there on the water. Graphs can never look clear. Everything just performs great with the Next Gen battery. So thank you, Kevin Johnson. Thank you, Jay. G Money Jigs, Trey. Appreciate the hookup on everything. And Picasso, also check them out, you guys. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Matthew, how you doing, buddy? Great job, young man. Your day's coming here. All right, next angler to the scales. Fresh off a victory. We were up at the Dalles, had a community event, long 4 days of fishing. This young man, Luke Johns, also works with Fisherman's Warehouse there as a buyer. Got me 5 today, Luke?
I do have 5.
I know you stayed close early this morning.
Yeah, I tried to make that work, but it did not pan out very well. So went and found some other stuff though, but it was a grind. I got 5 keeper bites that I actually hooked up with and put those in the boat. So that was awesome. Probably had another, 10, 15 fish that I broke off. Those mussels on all those bushes down there are brutal. They're brutal.
Let's get your weight, Luke. So we got 5. We need 888 to take the lead. We do have a new leader with 960. 960, Luke. Great job, man. Tell us how you did it.
Thank you. Yeah, so like I said, my morning was a little bit tough. Fished around close to the ramp. Couldn't really get anything going, and I just decided go up the river and went all the way into the back of one pocket. And, I saw a lot of grass back there, and it kind of reminded me back of El Cap when we were just there yesterday. And that's how I caught all my fish there, was flipping. So the water was a bit clearer here, so I kind of had to downsize. I was just throwing a drop shot, 12-pound test, almost like a power shot rig, if you're familiar with that, real short leader, and just flipping all the grass clumps, any of the holes. And so I've been doing that and caught 1 or 2, and then I rolled into the back of one area, and I looked down below my boat, and I saw that big one just sitting down there. And, I was kind of like, he didn't even move. So he must be on a bed or something, kind of spun the boat around and just pitched it right over the side, 2 feet from the edge of the boat, and shook it twice. Didn't even see it and just felt it thump and just swung, and she came straight up to the boat, thankfully. So that was pretty awesome. And then went and squeaked out the last 2 about 1 o'clock, and that was it. But, those bushes are brutal. There's a bunch of zebra mussels or something in here, and, I can't tell you how many times I swung on a fish and it just felt like nothing, and you get it back and they were broken off. So not much you could do about that. But, I got to thank all the people that support me. My parents came all the way down to watch, so thank you guys. On top of that, Fisherman's Warehouse, they let me have work off for this, so that was awesome. They're a great tackle shop. If you guys are in the market, check them out online at fishermanswarehouse.com. We got 3 stores. One's in Manteca, Fairfield, and Sacramento. So if you're in person, you can go check them out there. Big shout out to Wayne for letting me off. I appreciate it. On top of that, Yamamoto baits. I caught most of my fish at El Cap throwing a Yamamoto cowboy, and then coming here. Sadly, they wouldn't eat that cowboy. It was a little too big for them in this clear water. But aside from that, Buck and Bass has been awesome. They make great gear, whether it's, warm weather stuff or you need a new rain suit, go check them out. They got the best products on the market. On top of that, I got to thank gosh, sorry, I'm getting all spun out. Super clean. They're awesome. And Torch Eyewear, they make phenomenal glasses, which was a real key this week. Flipping those grass holes, being able to see where those fish are sitting was definitely a key for me. But thank you guys for putting on a great event. Glad I ended out the season with a solid finish. But whoever wins this thing really deserves it, because this lake is a tough place to fish, but I know the guys behind me caught some fish too, so I'll let them away. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys the next one.
Luke John's the new leader. We'll see where it goes. Hold on a second there. Go ahead. Stay in the tub for me, if you will, Scott. Just a minute. Want to say a couple thanks to folks here, obviously in town. Now, we have a boat dealer here that has a dealership close by, Anglers Marine. He is not a bass cat dealer. He does not sell bass cat, but he is a fisherman friend. He's also a huge Mercury dealer as well. We're going to roll that in a little bit more. Keep on coming, bro. We're rolling this awning in, get a little sunshine out here for our final. We've got 2 anglers left away. Get some more sunshine for our pictures. By the way, our show is on the Pursuit channel. They film all these events. Again, Silverline and Thomas Walking Stick puts together great programs for that and does a hard job. We had 3 camera people on the water today, so we'll have that way as well. But we have 2 anglers left away. Rick Grover offered his place here for these anglers to park their boats, and I say that because I know we got some folks here that know Rick well, especially the next angler up. Now we're ready. Let's get Scott Hellerson up here. Scott right now is fighting for the points championship, the angler of the year. He's fishing great all year. Grab a couple there, Scott. He is Anglers Marine sponsored angler. Again, not a bass cat dealer, but a fisherman's friend. He takes care of everybody down here. Big supporter of all the folks down here, the fishermen in this part of the country. And it's been very successful. We're going to get a weight for Scott.
We've got 5 alive.
We got 5 all alive. What do we need to take the lead? We need 961 to get a new leader here. Mr. Hellerson, let's see what we got. Just a little short. 931, Scott, 931. Let's give him a round of applause, though. Great day.
Yeah.
Scott, tell us in the middle there for us.
Sure.
Tell everybody about your 3 days, man. I know you had a little experience down here, but not a lot.
Yeah, I've fished each one of these lakes, El Cap and San V, 1 time each. So I had a little familiarity with it. I had a couple spots, and actually, I watched Matthew Nadeau's kid catch one this morning. I started right there and ended up catching pretty much all that inside of that launch ramp. So thanks, little buddy. Anyway, yeah, like you said, big sponsor of mine is Anglers Marine. They are, without a doubt, the best dealership in Southern California. You can take that even on the West Coast. And I had some boat issues coming down here the day before the tournament, and they snuck me in there, fixed them up, and great mechanics over there. They got it all figured out for me, and boat worked great this week. Another sponsor of mine, Stealth Sticks, is Randy McAbee's company. He just got his rods in this week. You guys got to check them out. They're some new innovative rods. They've got carbon fiber handles, super sensitive, and that makes a huge difference when you're throwing light line on spinning rods, which is what I've done all year pretty much. But we got to go again tomorrow. Pyramid, didn't get it done today. Should be in the top 3. And we'll go take another swing tomorrow.
Scott Hellerson, everybody. Great job, Scott. Way to fish strong this week. Hold on just a second before we bring up our last angler away. Michael, if you go down there and hold the fish there. We got 1 bag left away. We got 1 bag left away. Come on up here. Joe Uribe Jr. had a great week this week, Joe. I'm going to give you this microphone, man. Tell us the details in case you win or second place, it looks like, man. Who knows what we got in your bag. But tell us about your week. Tell us how you caught your fish. And I know it's a tough fisher today.
Yeah, no doubt. It was definitely a tough fishery, and actually it was kind of a good thing that we went to El Cap for 2 days, and fishing was actually pretty good at El Cap. Fish weren't quite as healthy as I thought, but anyways, had a great week. Obviously, making the top 10 against these hammers over here. You got to give yourself a pat on the back, because these guys are on their A game all the time, no matter where we go, like Randy said. So, just had a blessed week. This is our last event for the 2022 season, and watching Ken Ma win, I don't know how many, 4 now, I go, Ken, I just want 1 of those trophies. Could I just please get 1? So hopefully it's my time. I felt like it was, again, El Cap, went really well. I think I double qualified for a keeper count and also for weight. And then coming here, again, I hadn't been here in 15 years, and lake looks different. And, we didn't have quagga mussels back then, but my strategy today was just to go out there, catch a limit, and go grind. And so I went and I started on a point, kind of bounced around, caught a limit on a drop shot for about maybe 5.5 pounds, and I'm thinking, well, hey, I got a limit. So told the camera guy, I said, around 11 o'clock or noon, I'm going to put the trolling motor down and I'm going to go fish shallow exactly like I did at El Cap. The key for me today was finding mudline. The wakeboard boats, I know they were kind of a nuisance out there. I used them to my advantage. I fished a bay where that had primarily muddy banks. So when those waves were crashing, creating that mudline, I caught them in a foot of water. I caught them today. I caught all of the fish that I weighed today on a double buzz. Same bait I threw at El Cap. It was pretty cool, pretty awesome. So, they were eating it pretty good. But just a double buzz, white, and I used a performance tackle custom frog rod. I used a Daiwa Tatula flipping and pitching reel. This thing is unbelievable, the torque that this reel has. 8-to-1 gear ratio, straight 50-pound sunline braid, and just had a blast. I mean, I felt it today. I definitely felt like it was definitely my time. So very fortunate. So again, Scott, great job. All the anglers, great job for out here. But when it's your time, it's your time. So I just went out there and put my head down and did work. So thank you.
Ready to fish?
Yeah, let's go.
That's where you fish. Set that mic down here, man. Step over there in the corner. We're going to put them in the bump tank here, see what we've got. Grab a couple of your biggest fish there, Joe. What do we need to take the lead again? 961 to win. 961 to win. It's going to be close. Let's see if we got 4 or 5. There we go. Still counting. All alive? We got 5. Hold on just a second. Luke, stand up just a minute. Grab that trophy right there. One of you two guys is going to go home with it. Can you hold that up, man, just a little bit? Either you're going to continue to hold it, man, or you're going to be standing on this side, and we're fixing to call it away and see if we got a champion, man. We need 961 to take the lead. We got 5. And we got a champion, new champion. How about 1297? 1297. Joe Uribe Jr., your champion. Great job, Joe. Can you handle that trophy, man? Hold that one up. There you go. That's tough, man. You get... Awesome job, man. Won at a big event in Havasu. Joe, I'm going to give you the microphone now. Man, you got your victory on the Apex Cup. Tell us about some more folks you want to thank. Tell us about your weekend again.
Obviously, I got a lot of great sponsors. Bridgeford Foods is my title sponsor. Thank you guys so much for supporting my sister and I. We have a great team of anglers across the West Coast and the East Coast, so thank you guys. Obviously, Vexus Boat, my VX21. I can't say enough good things about it. Boy, I definitely put it to the test in Arlington at Columbia River, and I'm still impressed every time I go out there in it. Obviously, powered by Mercury 250 Pro XS 4-stroke. Awesome motor, never lets me down. Very, very fuel efficient. I got next-gen lithium batteries in there. Thanks, Kevin, again, for your support, man. I couldn't be happier with my next-gen. Again, all season, never charge my trolling motor batteries. I have a stealth charger in my boat, a single 36-volt next-gen lithium. Unbelievable. I still can't get over it. It's like I've never been able to not charge my trolling motor battery, and they just keep going and going and going. I've got a cranking battery as well, next gen 12-volt cranking battery, and I'm running 3 graphs. I got 2 Lowrances, 1 Garmin. Man, just been great. So, other than that, Complete Marine, obviously they're my employer. Very proud to be a part of their team in Phoenix. We sell Vexus boats, Camus, Bayliner, and Yamaha. So if you guys are in the area, definitely come by and say hi. Obviously, Reactionovation, Daiwa, Sunline, RoboWorm, Performance, Tackle, Custom Rods, Precision Sonar, Costa, Hook Fishing, and A&M Graphics, and again, Next Gen as well. Obviously, my parents and my sister are here. Pretty cool, coming in. I had about maybe 30 minutes left, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go run one bank that I got a couple bites on, and I'm getting closer to it, and I'm seeing this person in a kayak, and I'm like, who is that? I'm like, that kind of looks like my sister. She got the little umbrella in the back with Marco in the back, and I'm like, man, she's going to beat me to my spot. So I start going a little faster, and I pull up there. Second cast, I catch a coal fish, and I was pumped. And I told Rachel, I said, man, I got to go. I go, there's a cut over here I got to hit. I trolling motor over there, first cast in there, catch another one, and I just knew it was my time. So thank you.
Hellcat San Vicente champion here, presented by Dish Network. Joe, congratulations, my friend. I'll shake your hand. Great job, man. Got some more to say.
Obviously, my family, my beautiful Amy back home. I don't know if you guys are watching because, like you said, we don't have very good reception out there. Blake and all my kids back home, thank you guys for all your support and holding it down while I'm out here doing my thing, and appreciate all the prayers and everything every night. You guys sending me that. Thank you so much.
Means a lot. One more round of applause, folks. Your champion here. Thank you for coming to our weigh-in this afternoon, everybody. We appreciate it. Anglers, great job. You've been coast to coast, north and south today, or in the last month. We appreciate the support. Got the best anglers in the West, without a doubt. We couldn't be here without our sponsors. Of course, one of Joe's sponsors, too, Bridgeford Outdoors, Bass Cat Boats, Mercury Marine Super Clean, Lithium Pros, P-Line, Bob's Performance, Wood Brothers Flooring, Torch Eyewear, Wu Tungsten, Bob's Machine Shop, Dish Network, Accell Marketing, Duo Realis, Valley Outdoors, Accucool, A1, Tactical, Rowan Made, Signature Gate Systems. We miss you, Kevin Finley. Hope you're feeling better. Also missing Greg Gutierrez as well. Wife is sick. Please give him your best wishes, folks. Ben Green Insurance, Power Pole, Garmin Electronics, Price Sims, and Fisherman's Warehouse. Thank you for tuning in and supporting the Apex Cup. We'll have this up online here shortly. Everybody, thank you so much. You guys be careful going home, and we will see you, 3 of you that are fishing tomorrow. Congratulations, guys.